Hey guys, RC here. Welcome back. Episode 21 of our Journeyman story series. We are playing Football Manager 18. So, last two episodes back, we were looking for a new job, got fired again. At least this time we waited till the end of the season so we get credit for our result. And last episode, we got passed over for like 4 jobs. So, yeah, it's been tough. But this is where we're heading. We are under contract, or we're in contract talks. They've offered me a deal, so I've never had them pull an offer. So we'll look at that in a little while. But this is where we're heading. Love the view. Looks beautiful. I'm excited to be coming here. I can definitely see staying here for at least a few seasons, being a little longer term. Some of the houses in and around the Stockholm area, or shops, I don't know what those are, but they're very beautiful. Actually reminds me a lot of Rainbow Row in Charleston, South Carolina, if you look that up. Definitely different architecture, but similar styling with the taller houses side by side. So I've visited there, so very, very pretty area. Of course, being that we're in the holiday season right now, the large Christmas tree right near, looks like one of the cruise ships pulling in here. Looks really nice. I've never been there, but it looks very beautiful. Here is the inside of our arena, the Tele2 arena that we will be playing at. Very, very impressive. Hopefully we'll have some fans there to boot. Definitely an upgrade here, I think. Here's an outside shot of the Tele2 arena. Pretty impressive. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. If they pull the contract offer, I'm going to be a little upset. Okay, so knowing next to nothing about Sweden, with the exception of the Swedish bikini team or the Swedish volleyball team or whatever it is, so they used the krona. I thought everybody over there was on the euro, so color me stupid, but that's okay. But 1 krona equals about 12 cents in US dollars. So they are offering us a contract for 125,000 US dollars, which comes out to 1,041,666 kronas. So we're making 7 figures. Rock on. I can dig that. So the first thing is we've got to sell our house and sell our car back in Cape Town. So we've taken care of that. So we have a little bit of money, not a lot. We only have a year equity, so we haven't made a killing, but we haven't lost any money either. So I was looking at used cars in the area, and there were some nice cars. I was looking at the Kia Ceed. I'm guessing I pronounced that right. I actually own a Hyundai, and we've had 3 Hyundais in my family, and I like them. And Kia's like a cousin car, but that has to be wrong because I'm looking at all these other vehicles that are 71,000 kronas, 69, and this one was only 27. I don't know if that, it's new, but it's not like a 2012 Peugeot is a collector's item, right? So I'm guessing that's either a down payment amount to take it out with a loan, or it's a typo, and what do I know? So rather than taking a gamble on that, I thought this was a reasonable car. Yes, it's a station wagon. No, I will not enjoy driving it, but it's a 2012, has 16,800 miles, which is not a lot. And in Houston, I put almost double that every year. So that's pretty good. So it's 69,700 kronos. And that comes out to about $8,300 in US dollars. So if we're making $125,000 a year, we can certainly probably pay cash for that car. So we're going to go ahead and buy that car. It's got some room in the back. I'm going to bring the wife and the kids, and we'll have some room in the back for the dogs. And if we travel with them, we can throw some soccer gear back there. So it'll be a functional car, not anything classy. I do like that one, and I am going to call not really, but I would call and inquire as to that price. And if that's right, I'd buy two of them because that would be a good deal. All right. So looking for a place to stay was a little more difficult. There was really nothing in the housing market that I could find. I went to 3 or 4 websites, and they're all in whatever language they talk in Sweden. Is it Swiss? Swedish? I don't know. I'm sure it's Swedish, but no, that's what you're called if you're from there. I don't know what language they speak. We'll have to find that out. But I don't speak it, and I don't understand it, and I can't read it either. But anyway, I found this one, and it is somewhere to the northeast within an hour. So, an hour's not bad. And I may, again, I need a place for the wife and the kids. So, looks like it has like either a workshop that I could put my office in out over here, do my film study, kind of have my man cave thing with a separate entrance. Snow is freaking me out because, I live in Houston. It's hell's armpit. It snowed here actually a couple of weeks ago, like just a little bit, and it stayed on the ground for about 2 or 3 hours and then melted, and like the world came to an end. Like nobody goes out and drives. The city shuts down. So snow on the ground is a little freaky. Luckily, in moving around, I did live in Idaho and was exposed to snow regularly and like real deep snow. So doesn't freak me out completely, but it's been a long time. So I'm sufficiently concerned about driving in it. And I may give the wife the car, and I may just get chauffeured around. I don't know. Anybody in Sweden looking for a job to drive me around? How much would you charge? Let me know. So anyway, this is 895,000 kronos. And if I factor out my math right, that's 107,400 US dollars. So between the house and the car, I could pay for that with basically 1 year's salary and be free and clear. So we're going to take out a mortgage on the house. The club will probably help me get a loan and, pay it back at a reasonable interest rate, I hope. And so that's what we're looking at. Oh, and just to kind of show you here's Stockholm, which is where the stadium is in the Stockholm area. And that little dot right here is where that house is. So it's literally the closest one. I looked at this one over here, just didn't like it. But there were some really nice places down in the southern part, down towards Copenhagen, down in this area, but it was like a 4.5 hour drive. I'm already in traffic about 3.5 to 4 hours a day in Houston. I don't want to commute 4.5 hours one way. I mean, that's a 9-hour day just getting to and from my house. So the hell with that. Here was a neat site that I found. Do you remember the movie with Tom Hanks? I should remember the movie name. He plays the college instructor that is into symbols and stuff. And the Rose Line. That's what that reminded me of. But basically, it's straight north from Cape Town to get to Stockholm. So, we'll be taking either British Airways, KLM, Qatar. Yeah, I'm going to take KLM or British Airways just because I'd probably feel a little more comfortable. Qatar, I know, is a good airline. Turkish, I have no idea. And I'm a Leeds fan, and Turkey kind of freaks me out. So I'd probably stay away from there anyway. But anyway, one of those 3 airlines will go on there, fly up there, have all of our stuff moved. So let's get into the game. All right, so here was kind of a dilemma. So Mold FK offered an interview. Now they are in the Norwegian Premier Division. Hammersby is in the Swedish Premier Division. I've got a contract in hand. I've been passed over a lot of jobs, and you know what? Let's see. Norwegian is 28th. And Swedish is 31st. So they're not that far apart in the scheme of things. I think they're right between Spanish Second Division and Second Division France. So okay, that's what, like Vanarama, 2 level. Skybet League 1, League 2 level. So anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and take this deal. I haven't even looked. Let's go look at the rules because I haven't even looked at them. Swedish Premier. All right. And this is Hammarby. So right now they're solidly middle table, 33 points, and they've played 26 games. So there's only there's only 30 games in the season. So I have 4 matches left. All right. 9 players trained in Sweden, 7 subs, 3 used. That's normal. You have to, so we'll have to focus on Swedish players. All right. 9 of the 11 have to be trained in Sweden. So they want homegrown. That's basically what they're looking for. Certainly a difference from the Premier League, right? All right. The bottom 2 teams are relegated. That would be 16th and 15th position. 14th is in a play out. So I guess they go into a match with, say, maybe like the 3rd place team from the 1st division, and the winner of that head-to-head goes to the Premier. The loser goes to the 1st division. So you could get relegated, but again, that would be like a Premier side losing to a Championship side. Probably shouldn't happen. Let's see. We can go to Europe. We can get into the Euro Cup. Okay, so that's actually good. Transfer windows are November to March. That's a long-ass transfer window. And July 15th to August 11th. So that's normal. Okay. Now we're in October. And we've only got 4 matches left. So that must be the off-season transfer window. And that's the mid-season transfer window, which is why it's only a month. So that makes sense. That's fair. Taking a look at the club, they are professional. So that's good. Average training facilities, average youth, 3-star national, worth $29, almost $30 million. They are professional, so that was one thing I was looking at for. 31,200 in their capacity. It's a synthetic surface, and they have won the Premier Division in 2001, so it's been a while. And they've also won the First Division Elite one time, probably to get promoted up. I can't see any of the players yet because I haven't ever scouted up there, and I personally have no working knowledge on my coach. So I am interested to see what happens. So we'll take a look at the club probably in the next video. This will just be hey, this is where I'm working. So anyway, let's get to the contract. I think I am going to go ahead and accept rather than push. If I delay, they could get mad and pull. The other thing I wanted to look at, they have secure finances. I was so happy to see that. $44 average ticket price, $308 for season tickets, and about 14,000 season ticket holders. And we drew like 312 per match last year at Steeberg. This is woohoo, huge upgrade. So yeah, very, very excited. So I'm going to go ahead and accept their deal. $4 million payroll budget, $7.25 million transfer budget. I don't know what they look like finance-wise. I didn't even look, but who cares? We'll figure it out. That's a good problem. $125,000. I'm going to push for a second year. And I'll actually take a little less money to do that. All right, well, then I want the full boat there, dude. All right, well, we have 1 year, which gets us through next season. So I will finish this year. I will have all of next year. So I'll actually get credit for this season as well. Excellent. So I lose the interview there. Boom. All right. We should get announced as the coach here. It does take a while. There we go. I've taken the hot seat and we're moving. We're moving to Sweden. That is really good news. All right, so they're on a poor run of 6 league games without a win, and with the end of the season in sight are in 8th place. They've lost 3 of their last 5. Fair enough. Cajun famously knocked out Ajax CT in the South African Cup. So bringing those memorable moments, stepping up to a bigger club. All right, I will be attending the meeting off camera. Let's see, transfer market. So we're sending out this guy. Can I see ratings now? Yes, I can. Wow, they actually look like real football players. He's on loan. All right, from Braga. All right, this guy is on loan. These guys are on loan out. All right, so let's take a look. Leo Landborn, he's 18. And he is, I don't know what position. No, central defender. Marking, heading, tackling, positioning. I don't like determination. That's not good. All right, so he's okay. Ollie Elland, 19 years old. All right, well, that won't play well in my tactic, but let's see. Dribbling, finishing, first touch, pace, acceleration. Okay. He might be able to get up onto my front line at some point. Another winger that I can't do anything with. If I end up with a lot of wingers, though, do I go away from my 4-3-3, which has been my most successful tactic that I've used, and go back to one of the other ones that I've used that have been okay in the past, but not the greatest? All right, he's a midfielder, central mid, first touch, passing. All right, he might be serviceable, so he'll be coming back next year. Jens Norberg, 20-year-old center back. Yeah, he's got a long way to go. Long way to go. All right, a left back. We'll check a wing back. Attacking. All right, crossing. Okay. Marking, passing, tackling. All right, I could see him doing a job for us. Now, I don't know what the starters on our club look like. So, and another mid-winger that, can't play in my system, at least the one that I currently use. All right, we've got a few injuries to deal with. A 17-year-old striker turns pro. All right, I'm kind of liking him. I mean, he's got some learning to do, but oh yeah, I mean, there's something to work with there, right? All right, so I'm going to attend the meeting. I'm going to come do all this off camera, and why don't we go ahead and call this an episode? We've looked at some sites around the Stockholm area. We've looked at where it is in relation to where we're coming from, Cape Town, we were in Cape Town for both Ubuntu and Steeberg. So our first time really moving in our Journeyman series. And I think it's a pretty big jump. I mean, that's a really big jump. Granted, going from a semi-pro to a pro team helps, but man, we're talking night and day dollar-wise. So let me get into the meeting. Thank you for checking out the video with me. We'll come back and we'll probably do a team review. I'll have already looked at tactics and probably gotten some things in place. And honestly, a lot of that's probably going to have to do with just trying to see out the next 4 matches to get to the end of the season. And then I'll evaluate, like how many wingers I have. I'll look at some of my winger tactics and see what I want to do there. But anyway, thanks again for checking out the video. Leave a like if you're happy we're going to Sweden. Leave a like if you're not happy we're going to Sweden. I'm just excited to be going somewhere. Farewell to South Africa. Thank you for the time. Thank you to Steeberg United and Ubuntu Cape Town. I actually got a retweet from Ubuntu Cape Town when we started the series. I let them know I was going to be covering their team, and they shared that and gave me a thumbs up on it. So thanks to both of those clubs. I think we did well with both of them. We didn't win any silverware, but I think we overachieved on expectations. So I'm very happy with where I've been. And now I'm looking forward to moving and taking that next step in my career. Hopefully the club is big enough that I can work on my next coaching license. And I think this club's big enough and this league is big enough that now I can actually stay here for 2, 3, 4 seasons if we need to, and work our way to maybe winning some silverware, hopefully, at some point in the future. Probably not this coming season, but also starting to build our reputation to where clubs start coming to us and going, hey, we would like you to come coach us. So, but, we've got a 1-year contract, so, nothing's written in stone. They could, fire me after 4 games as far as I know, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. Talk to you in the next episode, live from Sweden. Take care. Bye.